Hello, everyone, and welcome back to LeagueWatch, the show where we talk about everything hockey. Today, we have a variety of different topics to go over, including our Metro Division predictions, and then a wide range of other topics ranging from the PWHL all the way even back to Marchand's 1,000th point. Very special night for him there. But before we jump into today's show, we are very happy to announce that we have added another show this semester on December 5th from our usual time, 2 to 3 Mountain Standard Time, and that will be the final episode before we take a little break for the holidays and New Year's, and then we will hopefully be back again in January. So without further ado, let's get straight into our Metro predictions.
Clock, and you know what time
Welcome
it
to the
is.
show. My name is Cody Millich. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a way better weekend than I did. I was stuck.
New music, new talent, new name. CMRU.ca. By students, for you.
Alrighty, so I guess I'll start off again. It seems like I'm always the guy to start off with the predictions here.
Oh yeah, got to keep it consistent.
Yeah, we do. So I'll go. I've done it all the other divisions. I'll go 8-1. So also this division was kind of interesting too. Looking at it, like when I checked yesterday, I don't know if it's updated, but like every team was at least above 500 in this division.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a division that's definitely been slept on this year. For sure.
It's interesting.
Surprisingly hard to predict. I wouldn't say it's been as hard as the Atlantic.
Yeah.
The Atlantic's definitely been the hardest one to predict, but this one has definitely been a challenge for sure.
Like I think the top two teams that I'm gonna have, like I think probably all of us will have these teams.
Yeah,
but I think
definitely.
like honestly, like 3 to 6, it's pretty up in the air. But I'll start off at 8. So at 8th, I have the Philadelphia Flyers. They're like the only team right now, maybe other than the Islanders, that I feel like are like legitimately kind of rebuilding here. They've had some struggles, like Michkov hasn't been as good. And, I think they're just pretty early on into a rebuilding stage. So I do think when it's all said and done, they probably will be down at the bottom 8th-ish. I think right now I actually want to check where they're at. I want to say it's like 6th or 7th.
Yeah, I think they're 7th right now.
Yeah,
from
so
when I looked last night.
Yeah, so right now they're 6th, so they might have moved up, but I think 8th is where they're going to finish. But then at number 7, I do have the Islanders. The Islanders have overexceeded expectations, I think, a little bit this year. Like right now they're sitting 4th. Obviously they have Matty Shaver, who they drafted 1st overall last year, which was like a really nice piece. Really good first piece, I think, to like what could be like a pretty nice rebuild if they do kind of buy into that sort of rebuilds. And I do think they probably will end up coming back down to earth a little bit. I don't really love like the construction of their team. I think they're kind of riding off some like pretty good vibes right now. But then at 6th, I have the Penguins. So the Penguins are an interesting team to me because right now they sit 3rd in the division, and they've had like a pretty good start to the season, I would say. To start the season, they're like 1st in the division, I'm pretty sure. But I do think they're another team that'll probably come back down to earth. Like right now, they have like the best power play percentage, the best penalty kill percentage in the league. And I think like just based off like their team construction, that's probably going to come back down to earth. I don't think they're going to have the best special teams all year long. So that is why I do have Penguins at 6. And then 5, I have the Rangers. Rangers are kind of an interesting team to me this year. I wouldn't say they're rebuilding, but they have had like a sort of a iffy start. And if you look at their like home and away, like their home and away standings right now, like they're at home, they're 1-6-1. Like they've won 1 game at home. And then on the road though, they've won 8 games, lost one in OT. So I think like that's going to balance out a little bit. Like they're not going to be that bad. So I do think Rangers will be kind of mid, though. Like, they're an older team, so I will put them there at 5. And then 4, I have the Jackets. I think the Jackets might be kind of a hot take. Maybe Jackets at 4, but I do really like their young team. They took a step last year, and maybe they're struggling a little bit this year. But I do think they will probably end up sort of coming out of this little slump they've been on. And yeah, so I think I'll have the Jackets there at 4, maybe, kind of fighting for a wild card again. And then at 3, I have the Caps. This is also maybe a little bit, actually not really a hot take. Where are they at right now? Where are the Capitals? Oh, no, the Capitals are 8th right now. So yeah, this is kind of a hot take.
The Caps have not had a good start to the season at all.
I just think, like, in my opinion, like I know we said like right before, like this is kind of like a competitive division right now, but I do think it is kind of probably one of the weakest divisions in the league. And I think the Caps are one of those teams that are like pretty solidly built, and they're probably going to end up being like, yeah, third. I could see them making the playoffs again in like the third spot in the Metro.
Yeah.
And then at number 2, Canes. I don't think there's much to say about the Canes. The Canes are just a really solid team. Like we've talked about them a little bit. They have Aho, good decor. They're kind of flying right now. Right now they're second in the division, and I think I have them staying there. And then at 1, I have the Devils. I'm a big Devils guy. Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Meyer, Bratt, Luke Hughes. Like they're a younger team, and I think they're sort of taking that next step now. And they have like a lot of like. They also have Nemec, who has been really good. Like he had a hat trick the other night. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I think I did actually.
Yeah, defenseman
that's kind of
hat-trick.
cool. I think the thing with the Devils is that they're just such a confusing team to me. Whereas 1 year they're really solid and make the playoffs, and the next year they go and miss it, and then the next year they're back again, just like they have in the last 3 or so years. And I think that something to do with that was just having that struggle with that chemistry, definitely, especially in that top line with Hischier and Hughes and them. But I think now they've sorted that out. They've sorted out their second line. They've sorted out their defensive pairings. What I would like to see happen from the New Jersey Devils this season is they sort out their bottom 6 forwards.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah, I think they could also use maybe one more top 6 forward.
Yeah,
so I was watching the game where they won an OT against the Blackhawks on Wednesday, and I saw like Hischier was playing with Meyer and Bratt, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty solid. But then I'm like, wait, who's Jack Hughes playing with? He was playing with Mercer, who's like been solid. Like he's like point per game right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Then his other winger, I didn't know what his name was, and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why do they have Hischier with like 2 really good wingers? And then I don't know. That was just kind of something I thought about when I watched the game. But yeah, I do think I have the Devils winning. Like you said, they had that one like kind of breakout year in what was it, 22-23, where they made the playoffs, and they're like, okay, they're legit. Then last year, they struggled.
Yeah.
But then I mean they still made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, here I got the Devils top 6 here pulled up right now. So according to Daily Faceoff, so don't quote me on this. If it's wrong, blame Daily Faceoff. Don't blame me. Gritchick, Hughes, Mercer, line
that's what
1.
It was. Gritchick.
Yeah, I've heard of him. I didn't think we'd see him in the top line, especially in New Jersey. And then second line is Meyer, Hischier, and Bratt.
Yeah. So where's that Gritchick guy from? Do you know?
Yeah, where did he come
I think he's been in Boston, honestly.
Oh,
I think he was in Boston for a bit, or New York or something like that. He was on the East Coast. Yeah.
Okay, well I guess those are my predictions there. So
yeah, you got number 1 still, no?
Devils.
You got Devils at 1, right? I'm
Devils
looking at mine. Mine are different. So that will be interesting. So for those of you who are listening on YouTube or watching, depending on if our cameras have decided to work today, welcome in. Sorry about the delay. We had a couple issues with a certain SD card. So we're back. We got Naomi here now, who a little bit late, and then I sent her on a mission. So that's on me. I think your mic's off, Naomi. I don't know what you're on over there, so I can't control it. There we go. Is that on?
It should be on, like, guess 2.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
There we go. I just had
the
it
other
turned
mic
all the way
that I
down.
normally use isn't working. Like
Yeah,
We've had a bit
I
of
need to fix
technical
that.
difficulties. But
Yeah, no, we didn't exactly have time to fix that,
So
unfortunately.
I'm in a totally different spot, and my back is to Ryan.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
And I'm like
This is
moved
weird.
over, like
We got an
trying to
empty
like see
chair
the
spot
I'm
in
like
the
trying to
layout
be
here in
in
our
the
videos.
camera so we can record it, but I like can't even look at anybody.
Are we recording this one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Nice.
Yeah,
We're
no,
gonna
we
attempt to
hopefully got
record
it
it.
sorted.
Nice.
We hopefully got it sorted with videos.
Fingers
Of course, if this is
crossed.
the first one with actual video on YouTube, not the best one to start off on, but you know what? We got video, so we'll take it.
Exactly.
So then, of
Hey.
course, for anyone listening on YouTube, I am going to plug this one more time. We have added another show at the end of the semester on December 5th from our usual 2 to 3 Mountain Standard
nice.
Time. That episode will be out on YouTube a couple hours after the show. It's usually that evening or the next morning. So keep an eye out for that. All right. Metro Division predictions, Naomi?
Oh,
Ready?
okay.
Putting you on the spot running in here.
No, literally ran in
Yeah.
here, mic not working, SD card no. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
It's been a crazy day.
Did I pay for parking? No. I didn't have time for that. Okay, bottom, I've got Philly too.
Yeah.
I just like they haven't really been good, and then they like kind of are okay, but then they just always end up tanking by the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like They don't really go anywhere. When was the last time they actually made playoffs?
That's a good question.
Couldn't
It's
tell you.
been
That
a
is a good
while.
It's been
question.
more recently than Buffalo.
That's
tell
for,
you that.
yeah, that's true. It might have been
Um,
like 2013, 2012 maybe.
I can look it up.
I'm
They
doing
definitely
I'm
haven't
doing
made it
already.
since 2015. I know that for sure.
The Flyers, the last time the Flyers made the playoffs was in 2020, but they lost.
Oh,
Right.
But they lost
yes.
the conference semifinals.
Yes, I
Right.
do remember that because that wasn't that like the bubble
COVID.
playoffs.
Yeah, that was bubble
Yeah, it
playoffs. So they
was.
were just really nice to everybody and kind of just let
Yeah.
everybody.
I do remember that.
They were like,
Buffalo.
oh, okay, so we're like mid-season. Okay, if you're like top 5 in your division, great, you're making it to playoffs, and you
Yeah.
have to battle each other out to actually make it to
Yeah.
whatever it was. It was something, and it was silly. I don't know, like they had Nolan Patrick, but he
Yeah.
doesn't play anymore.
Poor guy.
So
Yeah.
his sister still plays. She plays for University of Manitoba.
Nice.
Plug Amy Patrick. She's honestly better than he ever was. To be
I mean, he was injury riddled though too. Like,
Yeah.
he wasn't really like he just busted.
He was
into
good
his
when he
role.
was good though. Like when he wasn't injured, he was actually pretty
Yeah.
decent. 7th, I have the Rangers. I see no. They've got JT Miller
Yeah,
back.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Because they had him and then they got rid of him and then they took him back.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went back. Vancouver was a better contender than the Rangers are,
Yeah.
but
There's all that
it was
drama, though,
just,
right?
Yeah, just with the locker room drama. Unfortunately, I think
Yeah.
that's
That
just
is-
going to follow him everywhere he goes,
Yeah.
to be completely honest right now.
no, literally, he's a liability at this point.
Yeah.
He's a good player. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
He's just a liability. But that's the same thing like Evander Kane's a liability. Tom Wilson's a liability. They're all liabilities. Everyone's a bit of a mess. But yeah, Rangers they're not. I think they're at the bottom right now
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I
Like,
think they're like 6th or
they're not doing very well. I have no hope for them. I haven't seen them do well consistently in a while.
Yeah.
So bottom they go. 6th I have Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Um,
That's low.
That's where I had them too. Yeah.
Really?
yeah, I just like they've got Crosby, but he's getting older. They've got Malkin again. He's getting older. They had Fleury for preseason, and then he retired. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was just sort of so he could like retire.
Yeah,
with the
as a
Penguins.
Yeah, no, it
Penguin,
definitely was.
which was really nice for them to do. But then, like, could he have not waited until the end of the regular season to do that?
Yeah.
Play the last regular season where they're like clinching for playoffs. Just throw
Yeah.
Fleury.
I mean, yeah. Stanley Cup final game.
Yeah, it's like
7.
okay, Fleury,
Oh, here you
one
go,
day
Fleury.
extension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
yeah.
I don't know. Pittsburgh just like, yeah, they're a great team, but like they've got a bunch of good young guys. They've got good draft picks. They like Crosby and Malkin are definitely two diverse players that have been evolving with hockey.
Yeah.
They're not just kind of like, I'm old, I'm playing the way I've always been playing because that worked for me then.
Yeah.
They know it's not going to work now, so they're learning from, as much as they are veterans, they are learning from the young guys because
Oh yeah, for sure.
and that as a veteran you want to teach them, but you also need to learn from them too because hockey is not the same in 2025 as it was in 2007.
Yeah.
Like it's very different. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
sure.
I don't think they're gonna make playoffs.
They've had a hot start too. I think they're just gonna come
They
back
did.
down to
Yeah,
earth.
they're-
Yeah, Shelov's had a good start. Jerry had a good start. Like,
They're
their
gonna come
special
back down.
teams are like
Yeah.
first in the league. Like that's probably not sustainable for them.
No.
yeah, no.
They're
I
not
agree.
they're not a bad team. I just don't see them going anywhere this
No.
season. Like it's
Yeah.
just they're kind of in that weird spot where they have a really good team, but it's not fitting as well
Yeah.
as they think it's gonna fit
Yeah.
in the league. 5th I have Washington. Again, great veteran players, great rookies. Same thing with Pittsburgh. They're not consistent, and when they do make it to playoffs, they have a habit of, other than when they won the cup, they have a habit of not making it very far.
Yeah. For sure.
But Metro's so hard because every team is a good team.
Oh yeah, that's
And
what we're
every
talking
team
about.
has great players, but it's just like I think Metro and Atlantic every year have the most amount of points in all the divisions. Like going
Oh,
into
yeah,
playoffs,
for sure.
Pacific and Central, when you get your first place teams to your last place teams, there's like not a big gap between the point system.
yeah.
Whereas like Metro and Atlantic, like you've got your first place teams that are over 100 points. They're like top of the league. They're killing it every time. And then their bottom place teams, worst amount of points, they're actually bad. Like, they're so drastic. Oh, wait, no, that's the other way around. They're not drastic.
no.
It's Pacific and Central that are drastic.
Yeah.
for
That
sure.
wow, okay. Brain is braining today. It's been really chaotic. Yeah, I had too much is going on.
Yeah.
And then I've got Islanders in 4th.
Okay.
They're definitely higher than like,
Okay.
but I like their team. They've got, I'm going to be redundant. They've got a good team. And, like, they're not going to be the best, but I don't think they're going to be the worst. I think they can beat out Washington and Pittsburgh for sure as division rivals. Like, who's their goal? I can't remember anyone's name for the life of me right now.
Sorokin, yeah.
He's having a great season. I've got him on my fantasy, and he's
Yeah.
actually doing really well. So, maybe that's why I'm biased. But... No, Sorokin is doing really good. Is Barzal still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Barzal's still good. He was
solid.
he's consistent. He's not like the best of the best, like a Jack Hughes or a Connor McDavid, or like he's not like Macklin Celebrini freaking coming in and absolutely dominating, but he's like middle ground. He's consistent. He comes in, he does his job. He does it well.
Yeah.
And he goes home. And I think they've got a good back end. They've got management runs the team very well. They always take really good draft picks. They're kind of always a middle ground team, but maybe this year they'll make it somewhere, because they also playoffs isn't a familiar place for them.
No,
not in like
definitely
the
not.
last couple of years. I don't
Yeah,
think.
no,
so.
it hasn't been a familiar. But I keep wanting to turn around to like look at Ryan, but I
Yeah,
can't.
you're like
I think
Like-
cranking your
like-
neck. Just
going a little bit off topic here. I think I have fixed it. So when you're done
Okay.
your predictions,
Oh.
feel
Oh,
free
yes,
to move
it is
back to your
fixed.
normal
Yes,
spot.
Yes,
it
I
is.
get to go
did
back
it.
to my
I did a thing.
chair.
I did a thing. All right.
Sick.
Sorry,
Okay.
continue.
I have Columbus in 3rd. Solid freaking team. Love this team. If Edmonton didn't exist, I honestly could be. I would back Columbus.
yeah, I like Columbus.
They're-
They deserve to be good.
They do. They have
They-
really good
they really do,
management.
yeah.
They've always got good players, good goalies, good defensemen. They're really smart and strategic in the way that they do things. When you see like trades go to Columbus, they're not like, oh my God, why would they do that?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, like that actually kind of makes sense. Like it's weird, but it works.
Yeah,
I don't know how it ever works, but it does.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, Monahan.
Yeah, Monty struggled a bit this year, but last year he was really good.
Yeah,
I
He had,
mean-
like
He
He
70
was really
points.
solid last year, especially playing for Johnny too. That
Yeah,
was,
all right, of
I think that
course,
was a
that
big,
was
big,
Has
big
that already been?
storyline.
I thought that was. Oh my God! Has it already been?
It's been
Yeah,
over a year
it's
already.
been over a
Oh,
year.
that's been over a year.
Yeah,
That was last year.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was.
remember it. Yeah,
I remember I was driving out here
Because I
still.
was gonna say, I was like, oh, it happened. Like, oh, it's his first season that he was supposed to play with Johnny. That
Yeah.
was last year.
That was
because
last
last year
year.
he had 57 points in 54 games.
Yeah.
He's over a point.
Well, because
per
I was
game.
like, okay, maybe he struggled because like going into your season without like your best friend.
yeah.
Mhm.
But like, he's been through a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
no,
man has been.
100%.
I think having one bad season is perfectly forgivable.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
he's-
he can have 3 bad seasons and we
Yeah.
would all forgive him at the end of the day, because
Yeah.
that man has been through so much, and they deserve to be such a good team, not only because of that,
Yeah.
but because of just like the way they build themselves is so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm New Jersey in 2nd.
Yeah.
Jack Hughes, Heishier, friggin' just there's not much more you can say other than they're gonna be great.
Yeah,
And Carolina at 1st.
Yeah.
I love Carolina.
Yeah. Carolina's
yeah.
good.
I think honestly for our predictions we all have the same top 2.
Yeah, that's what I was
just
saying.
minus
like,
Jack is flipped compared to
Yeah.
Naomi.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Me and Ryan have the same top 3.
Yeah.
Like the exact same.
Yeah. All right. I am gonna jump straight into mine now, Naomi. Feel free to move back over to your
Yes.
normal chair again.
Yeah.
And while she does that, I'm gonna start with number 8. Once again, I think for the 3rd time running, 3 for 3, we got Philly.
yeah.
Not a huge
team,
shock.
man.
Like this team, I have no faith in whatsoever. I mean, they got Vladar.
Yeah, he's been pretty
Flames
good, I
legend
thought.
Dan Vladar, yeah, he's been solid, but like, I don't see him as a solid starting goaltender and being that consistent to really lead them anywhere other than 8th, to be completely honest. And like I just don't see it with Philly. Like, give it 5-6 years maybe, but right now, absolutely not even close.
Yeah.
7th, New York Rangers. I think they got a solid team. I think they got solid players. They just got to sort out where those players sit and why they've made JT Miller captain.
Yes.
I love JT
That
Miller
is a
when
good
he was in
question.
Vancouver up until last year, until I really figured out what the issue has been with JT Miller. You know, that's one of the reasons why he left New York in the first place, was because there was problems in the locker room, from what I've heard.
Well,
And
that's why he
now,
left Vancouver too.
well, yes, and now he's come to Vancouver. He's been there for however many years, and now he's got problems in the locker room with your star players. Like, I don't know why. I'm sure he's a very big force to have in the locker room and whatnot, but this guy has had issues. First off, with your own team in the past, and now with another team who a couple years ago were cup contenders and have some of the most, arguably some of the best players in the league sitting on that team. Whether some of them are playing well right now, that's a different question. But, you know, you got Quinn Hughes, you got Elias Pettersson if he wakes back up again. Like, you got Jake DeBrusk, who's been solid the last 2 years. Like, I really don't know why that. Like, I just can't get it through my head why they've done that, to be
Well, I
completely
don't know.
honest, and
Like,
made him
it feels
captain.
weird because it's like you got rid of him, like you said. He's a liability, he's an
Yeah.
issue. But like you can compare that to like Edmonton when Connor McDavid showed up.
Yeah.
Jordan Eberle was an issue
Yeah, for
because
sure.
he was mad that he wasn't getting playing time anymore. And it's like you get those veterans that have been with those teams for so long. Like JT was with New York for a very, very long time. That's who he started with. That's his team. Going to Vancouver, he did really well, but then again, he's a veteran. He's doing really well now. All the young guys are coming in. Patterson, but Besser, like all of the good ones. It's honestly an ego thing for him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Someone is bruising his ego because he knows he's not as good as he once was, and he's not as good as these young guys.
Yeah.
But if he just puts his ego aside, he could be as good as them.
Yeah,
Like, it's
100%.
an ego game for him. And that's what it was for Eberle, too, with McDavid. It was an ego game. Same with Taylor Hall. It's all an ego thing for every single one of them. And, they need to base it off of, like, okay, Sidney Crosby's watching all these young guys come in.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an ego. He checks himself at the door every day and goes, I'm not as good as I once was, but I can still be good.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah,
Like-
and I think that's kind of my main issue with the New York Rangers for sure. Is because it also kind of shows that they haven't put the trust in guys who have been there for a while. I don't know,
that's a
Chris
good point.
Kreider.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, maybe, you know, he's not
Even
your average
Fox.
person you name captain. You know, yeah, Adam Fox, and I wouldn't say Zibanejad, but like these guys who have been here for multiple years, you got a whole bunch of them who are your, you know, some of your best players on the team, and definitely I would say better and have been playing better this year and in past years than JT Miller. And you've just swiped them all off for a guy who's made problems in your locker room however many years ago in his first year back with the team.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
I really don't see the decision behind that, to be completely honest. 6th, I got the New York Islanders. I think they got a solid team to be in a couple years. You know, they shipped off Dobson to Montreal, so thanks for that. But I think with the Islanders is they're kind of in a weird phase where they are going to start a rebuild going into this year. You know, they didn't make playoffs last year. They're predicted to get the 10th overall draft pick, and then they jump up and get first with Matthew
Yeah.
Schaefer kind of just
That was
out of the blue.
ridiculous.
And like, how do you go around that if you're the management and kind of say, we were going to go into a rebuild. Everyone thought we were going to go into a rebuild. What do we do now? We have this superstar defenseman who's been playing incredible for us. He started the season off quite strong. What do we do? Because now we're a middle ground team. Again, we haven't gone anywhere. We haven't gone up or down really compared to last year. Like, you just got to figure out what they want to do, whether they want to be a rebuild team. And I think we saw that with them shipping off Noah Dobson for sure, freeing up some cap space as well. Or if they're going to make a push for some big names, whether that be this coming year in free agency or at the coming up trade deadline in March or whatever. But they got to figure that out soon.
Yeah.
Because if they're going to start shipping people off, they got to do that soon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just my reasoning for them being 6th, is that I think they're just okay right now. Like, they're not going to be a playoff team. They're not going to be the worst team. Like, there's just nothing too crazy happen down there. 5th, I got Pittsburgh. I kind of have a bit of a soft spot for Pittsburgh just because I love Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's hard not to love Sidney Crosby, especially if you're Canadian.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I love Pittsburgh. They got Shilovs now. Shilovs has been incredible. I think kind of same thing with what you guys were saying earlier about Pittsburgh just kind of going on a slow decline throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They started off hot. They were at the top of the league, but I don't see the depth at all
it's
for
not
them to continue to do
sustainable.
that. Like they got a whole bunch. Their core is very old. They got to start bringing in some younger guys, who are going to be that top line in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Because realistically, Crosby and Malkin, they're not sticking around for another 3 or 4 years, unfortunately.
No.
As much as I would love to see them stick around, they won't be.
No, it'll be. They know everyone's going to get sick of them eventually.
Yeah,
The older they get, the longer
exactly.
they stay.
Especially with the trade rumors of Crosby going to Montreal too, or wanting to go to
Yeah.
Montreal or Toronto.
Or
and-
Malkin to Florida.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
that.
If
Malkin
they
and
lose
Brad
those
Marchand
two,
on the
they're
same
Could you
team.
imagine?
jeez, that would
Oh.
be chaos.
Oh, boy.
Fourth, I got Washington. Once again, old. They don't really have anyone in the middle. They have an old core and a young side of the team. Like
yeah, I know.
they don't have any middle ground. Last year, I think they were quite solid. Logan Thompson had an incredible season.
Logan Thompson's beautiful. That man just knows how to play hockey.
Not this year though. I have him in fantasy. Trust me.
Yeah, I mean they're like
But-
last right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they have not been. They have not been off to a good start. I think they rely too much on their star players. Tom Wilson, he's had a good start to the season. Ovechkin, on
Tom
Ovechkin's
Wilson
standards,
Doesn't even do anything.
I mean he's declining though. Like it's
Yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like he's had a better start to the season. Maybe that's just me noticing it rather than not noticing it in previous years. But I feel like he has had a decent start to the season for sure. But I don't think Thompson's going to be as good as he was last year. I hope he is for Team Canada's sake.
Yeah.
Because I would love to
that's
have,
true.
2024-25 Logan Thompson in net at the Olympics. That would be
That'd
lovely.
be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Logan Thompson, if
Third-
you could just pull it together. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Come on.
Thanks.
Third, I got Columbus. I love Columbus. Like,
Yeah.
I've always had a soft spot for Columbus as well. I quite like this division as a whole. There's quite a few teams that I do like, and Columbus is definitely up there with, I would say, one of my favorite teams in the whole league for sure.
100%.
I quite like a lot of their players. I quite like Merzlikins and net. I love Monahan, like Fantilli's. Fantilli's been slept on, I feel like, because he went
Dude,
third
yeah.
overall.
I love
I
Adam
love
Fantilli.
Adam Fantilli. Like, yeah, he's such an all-around player. I love him.
Like didn't last year
Um,
had 30 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantilli's
and
he
Fantilli's
was
so
great.
good.
this year he was
He's
slower
so
start,
good.
but like recently he's been
Yeah.
like point per game past 5 games. So
Yeah, he is. He's
picking it up.
A consistent player.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving on to second one. Like I said earlier, I think all of us have the same top two, just slightly jumbled.
Yeah.
I got New Jersey. I think they're a solid team. They got that solid top six. Kind of everything that I said before. I'm not going to repeat it again. But one of my other issues with them is their goaltending. In Jacob Markstrom, he's super inconsistent. We saw the same thing in Calgary, and that's one of the reasons why I'm
Yay.
so happy we traded him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got Sharon Govich. And who else did we get in that trade? Kevin
Oh.
Ball. That's who it was.
No, I think
No, we didn't even get Sharon Govich from them, did we?
no. Sharon Govich was from the Toffoli deal.
Right, yeah, no. So
Yeah.
we got
got
we got
Ball.
Ball. We got Ball in like a third round pick or a
I
first
think the
round pick or
third
something
turned
like that.
into was it Adar Suniev?
Because we had Suniev.
Is that
I
who
think
it was?
yeah, and we had a first overall for the last draft as well from New Jersey. I don't know if that was
Yeah.
same trade or different, but
Markstrom was first round draft picked in Ball.
yeah, that's what
it
I had
was
thought.
Oh wait, no. So I think it
Our
was
third was
Gridden.
from Florida, I think. No.
Maybe, but I think the first we got, we took Gridden with that.
Yeah,
pick.
we did.
I
That was a
think that's what it
great
was.
pick.
So yeah,
I love Matt Gritton. He deserves to be at the top. He deserves to be on the team.
he does. Yes.
First, I got Carolina. Carolina's another one of those teams similar to Columbus for me that I love Carolina. I think they got such a solid team, especially now with Stankoven as well. They couldn't keep Rantanen, but they got a really solid, good. I can't even call him a prospect anymore.
No.
But like a really
Yeah.
solid player in Logan Stankoven for sure. Yeah.
I feel like he plays such like the Canes game.
Oh yeah, no,
Like, he's just, like,
100%.
a gritty guy.
100%.
Not the biggest guy, but like he's not afraid to like dig in and.
The
Yeah.
Canes are just a team that you wouldn't see or think of
Yeah.
they're a dirty team. Like you think of Florida, Boston,
Yeah, the Rangers
Washington,
even.
big Rangers, big hard hitting, heavy guys,
Yeah.
big. Carolina Hurricanes, they've got the speed and their offense is so strong, but they all play with that extra bit of push
Yeah.
that you don't normally see in both. You either get a really gritty team or a really offensive team, and they're kind of both.
Yeah,
They're
are.
dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we're gonna skip our next couple topics I had written down here just for now and just jump straight into our music spotlight. So let's get straight into that. This song is one that you'll hear at almost every single NHL game you'll go to, especially in the last year, and I love it. This song's from one of my favorite bands. I would say is my favorite band, and is one of my personal favorites. Off the band's comeback album that came out actually 1 year ago yesterday. I was writing this, and I was like, wasn't it around this time last year that this album came out? And that album was called From Zero. So anyway, it's Linkin Park with Heavy is the Crown.
You're listening to CMRU.ca by students for you.
Alrighty, so that was Linkin Park with Heavy is the Crown right here on CMRU.ca. So we're just going to skip over those couple topics that we were going to talk about before the music spotlight, before I yapped for a little bit too long, I think.
I think we all yapped for too long.
Yeah. We're going to move straight on to the PWHL preseason is on right now. And the big one that I had to note down as someone who's from BC is the PWHL Vancouver home opener debut against Seattle, barring this is a preseason game, is on Saturday, so tomorrow. I'm super hyped. I'm so ready for the PWHL to be back. And I'm going to be completely honest, I've been scrolling through the PWHL Vancouver store online, and there's some pretty cool stuff, to say the least.
Are the prices all right?
They're slightly through the roof,
Yeah.
as kind of to be expected. Especially for a new team. I don't know what it's like for, your Toronto, Montreal, those teams, Boston, but
It's still so fresh. Like, I
Yeah.
can see how tickets are going really, really fast. And, like, everyone wants to get a seat for that, and they want to
Yeah.
watch it. And then, yeah, like, you've got home opener debut. Like, it's against, like, it's brand new teams.
oh yeah, no, it's two brand new teams
Yeah.
as well.
So that's
Um,
10 times more exciting than
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
else. So
Yeah, and then the regular season home opener for Vancouver is actually against Seattle. So game one for both of those teams will be on November 21st on CBC, TSN, or brand new this year, Amazon Prime, from what my
Oh.
research is
Wow.
telling
See,
me.
the
So
league
I
kn-
absolutely love that.
the league knew what they were doing by putting Seattle and Vancouver back to back. Like
100%.
Preseason home
yeah, that
opener,
makes sense.
Yeah.
regular
Yeah,
season home
definitely.
opener, and especially because Vancouver and Seattle, like, if you were to go to like a game or whatever, like, you can just hop, skip, and a jump
Yeah, exactly.
back and forth.
And yeah, in other news, I'm just trying to find it here. I did see a couple days ago. I don't know why I didn't write it down, but the PWHL is coming to the Saddle Dome.
They
or
are.
take over
Yes, I
tour.
saw
They're
that.
going to
I love
Rogers
it.
Place too.
Yeah, they are. They're kind of going. I think they're going to Vegas too, aren't they?
They're
Or
doing
something
like
that? I'm trying to just pull it up right now.
a
Here we go.
tour.
Calgary, Halifax, Hamilton, Winnipeg, Edmonton, and Quebec City, and Chicago, Dallas, Detroit, Washington, Denver as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they've expanded this takeover tour a lot, which I love. And I was really hoping it was going to be Vancouver here, but
Yeah.
of course it's not. I think I want to say it's
Um,
Montreal and Toronto, which still two teams I would love to see. I
Yeah.
think if tickets aren't ridiculous for it, that's something that I would love to go and see for sure. I've been dying to go to a PWHL game
Yeah,
ever since the league
Calgary
started.
is Toronto and Ottawa,
Right. Oh, Toronto
and then
and
the
Ottawa.
two Edmonton games. The first Edmonton game in December is Minnesota, Vancouver, and then the other Edmonton is Boston, Vancouver.
Okay.
So if you
Right.
want to go see Vancouver play, you could
Well, I
drive
might just
3
go see
hours
Vancouver
north.
play when they're in Vancouver.
That's
when I'm
true,
in
but like if
Vancouver,
you're
so-
you
Yeah.
can drive 3 hours north either in April
Yeah.
or December.
Okay.
I really
Yeah.
had to think about what the month.
Such a good
of
way to expand the
before
league,
was.
though. Hey,
They're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
Nova Scotia too.
Yeah,
like just test out the waters in other cities that don't have
Exactly, yeah.
teams, and then sort of see what the demographics like there. I
Yeah.
like it.
I could see something with Edmonton happening, but not for the next expansion. They're going to do
Yeah.
more in the States. They're going to go
I
full
agree.
West Coast down the States. They're going to hit
Yeah.
probably LA, and LA definitely, I would say, will get at least one
Oh,
team.
for sure.
I would
Oh, for
say
sure.
LA and, I was going to say Portland, but we already got Seattle, so probably not Portland. But, I mean, maybe Vegas even. I would say Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas
yeah,
could
you
have
never
a
know.
really good.
Yeah.
The thing is with Vegas, it could have a really good market or a really bad market.
Yeah,
is
just-
the issue with that. So that one would kind of be 50-50. So I think you'd have to do a couple like takeover tour games
Yeah.
there just to kind of test the waters.
Yeah, like see
But-
how many people actually show up.
Yeah, but like going back to Portland, what a rivalry that would be. Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver.
That would be a really
Man,
nice.
Oh.
that
be
would
really
be
nice.
Seattle and Portland alone would be like
Be like Flames Oilers.
yeah,
pretty
exactly
much.
BOA, but essentially in
Yeah.
the States. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that one's going to be.
That will be if they go to Portland. I would love that. There isn't enough major sports teams in Portland because Portland's a city I love personally, especially for sports. Like whenever I'll play Chell or MLB The Show or something
Yeah.
like that, and I'm creating an expansion franchise. Number one city I go to every single year on a new game is Portland.
Yeah.
Can
Every
we,
single
like,
time.
take a shot every time Ryan says Portland?
Yeah.
I love
So,
Portland.
who's getting
Portland,
the Portland counter?
Portland, yeah,
Portland
yeah,
counter.
Portland counter. We're gonna have to go back
if
and
the
actually,
cameras
like,
work, I'll try and edit something in.
Put a Portland counter
Yeah.
in.
I'll
He said
try
it
my best.
70 times this show.
yeah.
So how much does
jeez.
Ryan? It's gonna be one of our like on our Instagram. It'll be
Yeah.
how,
Oh, yeah.
how much does Ryan
If you get-
actually love?
Post on the story.
Yeah.
If you watch the show, how many times did Ryan say
Yeah.
Portland?
You'll win a prize.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll send
what
you-
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll
We're
give
not
you like
ready.
You'll get
$5
an
or
interview.
something.
You'll get an interview.
Yeah, you'll get an
on
interview
the show.
on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cougars game this weekend.
Yay!
This is Naomi's favorite section, and
This
I'm
is
happy to say
Naomi's
I'm going again. I'm going to the game
Favorite
tomorrow on Saturday. So
section. You're not
I'm very
going
excited.
tonight?
No, I got work to do.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
If I'm going to one game, I can only manage one game a week right now. It's the busiest week. It's one of the busiest weeks of the year so far.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
Lots of homework.
okay.
So
Cougars versus Cougars.
yeah.
Rival Cougars matchup. Yeah, it'll be a big game. This is the first full home weekend for the men's team. They've only played 2 home games, and they've been Saturday night games because they split the weekend with women's when they did Calgary a couple weeks ago and U of A last weekend. So they are 5-5 on the season, and they're not doing
500.
Well, we also haven't won on a Friday either.
No,
That's one of the reasons why
we're
I'm only
0
going on
5,
Saturdays.
and
Yeah.
every game we've won or lost has been regulation.
Yeah.
The men's team has not gone to overtime or shootout. Women's team has. They're freaking
yeah.
dominating. They are second in their division. They're doing so good.
They're one of the best teams in the country right now, aren't they? In
yeah.
esports. They're
MRU
they're
women's
like 5th or
is
something like that.
yeah, that like top 5. Like they
Yeah,
are
They've been incredible.
just dominating this year. They're so good. But Regina Cougars have not been a great team over in a while.
Are we gonna win on a Friday?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if this is okay, if the boys are gonna sweep a weekend, if they
This is the
ever
weekend
sweep a
to do it.
weekend,
This or Crow Child
it's
weekend.
this weekend, because last year they swept Regina like it was nothing. Like it was almost like university hockey playing against like junior C.
Yeah.
Like that's the differentiation between the two teams. But it's a really fun one because it's Cougars rivalry. But Regina did technically have the name first because MRU was a part of the ACAC
Yeah, but we're just better.
for college. But like MRU won a lot of ACAC championships.
Well, that's why we're not in the ACAC anymore. We're just better.
Yeah.
So we
And
gotta
then
go to
2012
Canada
came
West.
around and we were like, so actually we're going to be a university now and you have to put us in U Sports, but we're not changing our name. So it's just going to be a Cougars matchup.
Yeah, fair enough. I like that.
Regina's got some decent, like they've got players that could be good, but it's just like they're not good enough to like go to U of S, which is where all the good players are.
Yeah. That's what people say about us in UFC, but realistically.
Realistically, if you look at
that's
our program
not-
compared to UFC, we are better.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. 100%.
UFC didn't even make playoffs last year.
They don't have Clay Hannes. That's all we need. I'm
That's
convinced
so
all we need is Clay
true.
Hannes.
They don't have Clay Hannes.
No
have
one
Jake
has
Poole.
Clay Hannes except for us.
They have Jake Poole.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
They got a Jake Poole.
And that's it.
I was gonna say something else after, but then I was like, wait, actually,
Like, wait, they
their
don't have anyone
goaltenders
else.
are pretty decent.
Yeah,
it's
no.
the Battle of the Carls at UFC. They've
Yeah.
got Stankowski and Tedachuk.
Yeah.
Love both of them. Tedachuk is pretty much like their starting goalie, but he hasn't actually played as much this year. So
Hmm.
Stankowski
Yeah.
might be making a run for his money. Riley Sims, though, MRU goalie. Shane Farkas still injured. Man can't stay healthy
Yeah.
to save his freaking life.
Honestly.
Riley Sims does graduate this year. He is in his last season, so the fact that he is going to be the starting goaltender until Farkas comes back. Farkas still has another year if he
Yeah.
stays healthy. He's only
Yeah.
a 4th year. He does have a 5th year, but Riley Sims is a lot better than he was last year.
Yeah, and that
He
was something
was
I wanted
just-
to comment about too.
But that's just like he wasn't getting the playing time to like work on his skills and be that consistent goaltender. Whereas now
Yeah,
he's got
like
the world in his hands.
like the game I went to last week. Like, I wouldn't say it was his best game, but like he was solid. Like it wasn't.
That was pretty much his best game. That
Yeah.
goal wasn't even his fault.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
That was defense.
Yeah.
If defense was as strong as they were the entire night in that one moment in front of the net,
Yeah.
we would have shut them out.
Oh, yeah,
Riley
no.
Sims stood so strong,
Yeah.
but U of A is just
Yeah, and I mean, it also helps that
ridiculous
the
team.
puck was on. We had the puck on offense for 95% of the game too.
Yes.
Like in that first period, we just smoked them. Like
yeah. First period, smoked
Yeah.
them. Second period, lost a little bit of momentum. U of A came back, and then the third
and then
period.
I mean, we
The
still
third
scored
period was
twice in the
like-
second though.
Yeah, the third period was like a weird back and forth. Like no one could actually
Yeah, no one did
get it.
anything.
pass center ice.
Yeah,
Um,
until a absolutely lovely.
freaking water hot.
Yeah, that was great. I have to comment on this too. Justin Lee's
Dude.
lovely rip from the blue line.
You know what's funny?
Oh, I love
the
Justin.
kid that beat him out for Rookie of the Year last year, Sean Shagirl,
Yeah.
doesn't even play for U of A anymore. He went pro.
Wow.
The kid's so good. He won Rookie of the Year, signed a pro deal, and said goodbye. Like they don't even have their like guy
Yeah.
anymore. They also lost Tyler Palmer, which was their main goaltender.
Yeah.
He was a first year. Also, E-Bug
yeah.
for the Oilers. Keep in mind.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Was he in net for the playoffs last year? Do you remember for U of
I
A?
thought there's.
Clearly not, seeing as
I
they
don't
lost.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think so because I remember us heckling the goalie because I went to all 3 playoff games
Yeah,
that were
what was
here
his
last year
name?
against U of A,
What's
and
the-
we were going after him the whole time.
What is
like,
U of A's
and it wasn't
goalie's
just
name?
us.
Why
too.
can't I think of it? No, Barwick is not his name. That's a different goalie.
It
No,
was,
it is Barwick.
I don't think it was the starting goalie last year.
Okay, well, I think Barwick's new, but Barwick
Right.
played this weekend. There's 2
Right.
Ethans. They have the Battle of the Ethans,
Right.
and Calgary has the Battle of the Carls.
Yeah.
U of S also lost their goaltender, too. So
Yeah. MRU's set to go and win nationals.
if they can get above 500, dude,
Our women's team is set to go win nationals.
correct.
Oh please, we need some sort of
Please.
sports glory here.
Friday
that
night.
that was brutal last week.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk about that then. We're going to
Yay.
move
We're
on
manifesting a
to
win.
the Demko injury. We got 10 and a half minutes left in the show. Demko's injured again. Hughes is
big
injured
surprise.
again.
So
What is happening to Vancouver?
Man, they're just falling apart. Like it's.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it too, but who's the GM again for Patrick Alvin for the Canucks?
I think he's the
one
head
second,
coach, no?
I got
No?
you.
Oh, maybe.
I got
Actually,
you.
maybe.
Yeah.
No, Brendan Foote's the head coach. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think
yeah, it is
he
Patrick.
came out and
Yeah.
said if we trade Hughes, we're still not rebuilding. Which
So
reminds
the
me.
Vancouver Canucks thing or Calgary Flames.
Yeah,
I've
it
ever
sounds very
heard, like-
familiar to us.
Yeah.
Very Flames-ish.
this happened 2
Yeah,
days
I don't
ago.
really know what to say about the Canucks, man. Like,
Yeah.
poor team, man. I don't know where they're going.
Yeah, which I mean, it works out for me with my prediction because I predicted them down in like 5th or 6th or something like
Yeah.
that. But, it's good for me because if they had their full team, they were a scary looking team at the start.
Also,
Yeah,
I don't know if
they
I'm late
were.
to the game on this, but I just Googled who the GM was, and the first thing that came up said that the GM announced that Jonathan Leckermacky has been activated from injured reserve, but they sent him down to Abbotsford.
Wait, what?
Wow, that
yeah,
is
this happened 2
brutal.
days ago.
Hold on.
Leckermacky has been activated from injured reserve and assigned to Abbotsford.
What the heck?
Your team, you don't have a team right now. Your whole core is injured, but yet you have a guy who's actually good
Oh, yeah, look at this.
coming off
One
of
day
injured
ago.
reserve, and you don't.
Yeah, why aren't you playing him?
Yeah, they sent him down to Abbotsford.
Yeah.
Wow, I did
2
not
days
know
ago.
that.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, look at that. That's
There's a Twitter post.
interesting. Yeah, that's
The Vancouver Canucks post.
that's
yeah.
definitely a decision. It sounds like they want to just send him off to Calgary.
Apparently,
take
yeah,
him.
we'll take
Give
him
him
on.
to the Oilers.
Gladly take him.
The
Yeah.
Flames
Give him
will
the
very
Oilers.
much develop him perfectly because they know how to do that.
Oh yeah,
Do
no, we
they?
definitely won't play him in the AHL for
Yeah.
90%
We
of the year.
definitely won't put him in the press box and play him on the fourth line.
Oh yeah, no, definitely
So
not.
we're gonna give him to Edmonton because they're actually gonna play him and put him on the second line. Thank you.
I mean, it seems like with our rookies this
guys
year,
hate
we
your
either
rookies.
well, no, we
We
either play
love
them on second line or we don't play them.
Yeah,
You guys hate your rookies.
yeah.
Calgary gets rookies that are really, really good, and then they send them down to the AHL for
Yeah.
like 10 years, and then go, oh, you know what? He was actually really good 10 years ago. Let's bring
Yeah.
him back up. And
Bring
then
them
they're
back
like,
up and put them on waivers
then
and
they're
ship them
like,
off.
Yeah,
Wait,
pretty much.
why is he not good anymore? Well, he was
Yeah.
good when we sent him. Why is he? Well, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah,
You killed the kid's hopes and dreams.
yeah,
Of course, he's not good anymore.
yeah. I mean, Rory
And then they-
Cairns, he's back.
And then they put him on
Which is
waivers
good.
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah, so yeah. But yeah, Rory Cairns is back. I'm super excited about that. I quite like him. I like what he did last
Yeah,
year
he
in the
was
3 or
solid
4 games he played
yesterday.
or whatever. Yeah, he did a solid game last night. I didn't watch all of the game, to be completely honest, but from what I saw, he played quite a solid game just sitting in front of the net.
Yeah. You want to talk about that game a little bit?
Yeah, sure, let's do it. The Flames just absolutely walking the San Jose
they
Sharks
stepped
last
all
night.
over him. Like that was. I was really excited to watch that game too, because I'm like, oh man, like celebrating is gonna be fun to watch. Just
Oh,
like as
yeah.
a hockey fan, like I wanted to see like what they could do.
Yeah.
And dude, like their defense, turnover, Dickinson tossed it up the middle.
Oh, it
They
was
couldn't
so
break
bad.
it out. It was like, wow, this is
That
not
was one of the
fun.
worst games of hockey from a team I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, like that
And,
was brutal.
I mean, it is the San Jose Sharks, so you do half expect it sometimes, but that
who
was
won?
absolutely
The Flames.
terrible.
2-0. Like
Yeah, I mean, it was only a
I don't know.
2-0 game.
Whoa!
It was only a 2-0 game, but if you
guys
look at the
had a
shots,
shutout.
I
and they-
know.
but keep in mind they only had like 15 shots. Like
Well,
the
yeah,
first
and
period
that's
they had
the
one
thing.
shot.
Yeah, no, the shots in the
No,
first
the
period
San
were
Jose?
16-1 for the Flames.
Yeah, the Sharks had one shot in the
Yeah.
first period. Like they were awful.
Yeah,
What
it
happened?
was absolutely terrible.
How did Calgary win in a shutout?
That's how you know like you played
yeah.
bad. Like
Whoa! The worst team in the league beat San Jose
I
in
know.
a shutout.
yeah,
Was that your second win of the season?
I think our 5th.
Yeah,
So
Hooray.
we're up to the big 5.
Oh,
we're doing
you're 5,
things.
12, and 2.
Yeah, I really wanted to lose that game though.
Me too.
Like-
San Jose's 8, 7, and 3.
I know. I wanted San Jose to get another win.
I was
and
ready
us
to
get
lose
another
like
loss.
6-2.
I
Honestly.
mean,
I was set.
Edmonton's 8, 7, and 4. So
yeah, the Oilers are
Oilers
like
have not
8th
been great.
worst.
Yeah,
the Oilers
yeah.
are like 18th in the league right now.
Yeah. So okay, I didn't put this
They're
in
not
here
even in
just
the
for
wild card
Naomi's sanity, but can we talk about what happened on Monday night?
No,
I think we need to.
no,
The
no.
Colorado Avalanche
Nope.
walk into Edmonton
Who's-
and score
So
9
who's
goals.
the Colorado Avalanche? I've never
Yeah.
heard of them. What Monday night game?
Oh
What?
jeez.
And they don't need a goalie though, right? Like they're
Yeah.
They don't need to trade for a goalie. Just trade for more offense.
Yeah,
you guys are
I
gonna win
mean-
a cup doing that.
I mean, honestly, like with Edmonton, that was just an absolutely
Guys,
awful game,
I was at work,
goaltending wise.
didn't know it was happening, and then you two were blowing up my cup. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, me and
why?
Ryan had a
Like,
great night.
Oh, we did.
oh,
that
I
was
bet
lovely.
you did.
Yeah.
I bet
that was
you
lovely.
did. But like, then again, so who's last in the league?
We're
Not my
happy.
team.
Who's first for McKenna? That's
yeah.
a better way
Who's
to
first
put
in
it.
the McKenna standings? The Calgary Flames, and
you
I
guys can
absolutely
freaking
love
have
it.
Gavin McKenna. I don't even want him anymore.
Oh jeez.
I don't think we ever had him.
Welcome to our life of being 1 point out of the playoffs
Yes.
and being insanely mid all year and then putting on a rush at the final
We're
year
literally
and beating half the
tied.
teams in the East.
Edmonton's tied with Winnipeg, Utah, Chicago for like getting into like a wild card spot.
Yeah.
But because they've played 2 more games than all 3 of them, they're automatically booted out of wild card. So
Yeah,
we
for
were
sure.
third in the Pacific as of Monday morning.
Yeah.
And then we weren't. And then we were again because we won 2 games in overtime.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know anymore. Hyman might play on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's good news. I
But
guess.
That's good
Kapanen
news.
and Nuge. Nuge is on IR, guys.
Oh, Nuge got injured. Brutal.
Yeah, I did see that, I think, actually. Yeah.
Guys.
Nuge is out.
Freaking Ryan.
These guys see Newhook too got injured last night. That's brutal for
Yeah.
the Habs. Like,
Yeah, that's a big one.
I saw it too. It looked pretty bad. Like his ankle went
Yeah.
into the boards. Really weird.
It's a couple months. It didn't
Oh.
clarify. Probably 3 or 4 months, I
So
guess.
Colorado killed the team 9-1 in goals. They also killed Kapanen and Nuge on Monday. They both were sent to IR as of the Monday night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Colorado had their way with the Oilers.
Colorado really
Exactly.
came in, grabbed them by the
Colorado's
neck, and threw
coming-
them into the corner.
Colorado's losing in the Stanley Cup Finals. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
I would
Yeah.
say they're winning if the Montreal Canadiens weren't in the league.
No.
So-
They're not a team. That would be an amazing cup
Who the
final.
heck
Oh
did
my
I
goodness.
predict?
Honestly.
I already
So
forgot.
you predicted like Carolina.
Yeah, I think you had Carolina.
Yeah.
If they
I
get through
did.
if they can get through the conference finals, then sure. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
Colorado,
yeah.
Carolina, I would be down for it,
I
but
think
I would
they
much
got
rather
this,
Montreal.
guys.
So
Killing
Yeah.
it.
exactly. We have 3.5 minutes, so let's talk about the brawl that was in Carolina the other night.
Oy.
That was an adventure.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Anderson's out now, so he's injured. So he got
Love Freddie
absolutely
Anderson.
laid out.
Yes.
And that, of course, started this brawl. And, it's something you kind of expect to see in, like, a, Lightning Panthers playoff game, something like that. Two heavy-hitting, I don't want to say dirty, but dirtier teams.
yeah.
Where you don't have many people on the bench, and you see penalty minutes running up in the hundreds for both teams, or just over 150 in total. And that was one of those games that you just randomly see in the regular season where it just gets completely out of hand. And
Yeah.
you got everyone
But
fighting.
like, let's be real. If you're playing in the NHL, you should know that as soon as you touch the other team's goalie,
Oh, yeah.
that's it for you. Your
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
is over at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get a second chance. Dig your grave. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Especially
he-
if you lay them out.
Yes.
Like,
when he was looking around, like, what did I do?
He's like, "Whoa, whoa,
What do you mean? What did you do?
well, yeah.
You just ran their goalie. Come on.
Also, you hit,
Yeah.
but like, if you're gonna hit any goalie, like maybe don't hit Frederick Anderson.
Yeah.
He's so.
maybe hit,
we
like-
love.
We love
Freddie.
Freddie, yeah.
We love
Yeah.
We love him.
Yeah, I'm rewatching it right now.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
got decked. Like, it wasn't the biggest hit in the world, but like for a goalie, like if that was on a player, it would be not like no reaction whatsoever. But since it's on a goalie, like benches are
Stankoven's
clear.
got blood everywhere.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, no,
Split eyebrow.
it was initially one thing, and then it turned into a massive brawl that
Yes,
carried
it
on through
did.
the whole
Dude.
night. Like, that was chaotic.
Super,
like that
super.
that was quite the adventure.
honestly though, I
number
want to
one.
see more of that stuff in the NHL.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
Rule number 1 of hockey:
Don't
touch the
goalie.
goalie.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
God.
That and don't spray the goalie. That
And
should
if-
be a
Yeah.
penalty still.
Also, and if you're a goalie, tend the freaking goal, man. Like, stop coming out.
and that's
so
coming
far.
from an Edmonton Oilers fan. Of
Yeah.
course it is. So
But like, also, let's be real. Freddie tried to just play the puck, and he was like barely out of his net. So it's like that's not even the case for him. Like if he was like behind the net or like way away from his crease,
yeah.
and he got decked out like that, you're not in your crease anymore. Like that is
Yeah.
like you're not in the like yeah okay don't touch the goalie, but like you're not in the safe.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's,
like-
it's a little bit different. I mean, you would still get like if you're the player who makes contact with the goalie
You'd still
anywhere,
dive.
you still but it wouldn't be nearly as serious as this was.
no, yeah.
Because I don't from my memory of seeing it a couple nights ago, he wasn't like fully like in his crease, but he was on the edge of it because he was moving around
was
to
right
go
by
play
the
a puck or
post.
whatever. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in the post. He like one leg in the crease, and then he went and got absolutely laid out.
Yeah.
So that for me is like an absolute no. I think the
That for
brawls and
anybody
stuff
is
are
a no.
interesting, especially with the NHL. But to see a goalie go and get laid out like that, and this is giving me flashbacks to a couple years ago with the Vancouver Canucks and Oilers, when DeSmith got laid out behind the net
Yeah.
in the playoffs. Like I think that's just something we got to find a way to get rid of and get that through the players' minds. You just
Yes.
can't have that. But anyway, we have yapped again quite a bit, so we're going to be turning it over here. I believe we got a newscast at the top of the hour again. So thank you for everyone for tuning in. We will be back for the next 3 weeks, I believe it is now, with that extra added show. So anyway, hope everyone else has a great day, and we'll see you later.